the last way of obtaining mercy, and this is where this meeting is applicable, is by crying for mercy. A worship session like this is not a place of singing or displaying talent. Listen, the goal of worship is not to model our giftings. The goal of worship is, number one, to glorify God for who he is. Number two, to submit ourselves in allegiance to his authority and government. And number three, that on the strength of worshiping him and submitting to him, his presence might descend. If God is not glorified, if we don't submit to his authority, and if his presence doesn't come, what is going on is drama. It's not worship. That's why I tell people, worship is not a song. Although we worship through song, worship is deeper than singing. The first time the word worship was used in scripture, nobody was singing. Genesis 22 verse 5, Abraham was going to sacrifice Isaac. He said, I'm going up to worship, because it is a place where you give God his due. You are the king, I am the servant. And then you humble yourself before him, and when you do that, he ushers his presence. Now when his presence comes, it becomes a buffet for you to pick whatever you are looking for, because his presence is his weight. His presence is who he is, his essence. Captured in his presence is his power. Captured in his presence is his goodness. Captured in his presence is his benevolence. Captured in his presence is his superfluity, is his magnificence, is his unexhaustible supply. So a man who has followed the protocol to bring God's presence down, if he walks away, he's not wise. No, when God's presence comes down, we don't walk away, we embrace it. It's a times of refreshing cometh from the presence of the Lord. So when the presence of the Lord comes down, a charlatan can become a veteran, a weak man can become a strong man, a frustrated man can become a blessed man, because that's the buffet. Oh, many are not aware, it's a buffet. You know what some of us do? We wait for the presence. I know I lack power, I wait for the presence. When the presence comes, I take power. I know I lack favor, I wait for the presence. When the presence comes, I take favor. I know I lack speed. When the presence comes, I take speed. Some of you don't know how to shop in the spirit. Peter said, times of refreshing, times of refreshing, it cometh, it cometh. That's why you obtain mercy in the presence. You know what Bartimaeus did? When they told him that Jesus was passing, he said, who Jesus? Is he the son of David that raised the dead, that healed the sick? They say yes. I read that scripture, I was humbled. Sir, it's not enough to follow God. Know what to do when God is around. The multitude followed Jesus into Jericho. The multitude came out, no one received. But the guy who didn't follow him into the city, he sat at the gate, but he knew that when God is around, all things are possible. What did he do? Son of David, have mercy. Son of David, have mercy on me. Son of David, have mercy. Now hear this. He eventually followed Jesus, because it's more important to follow him. But if you follow him and you don't know how to receive of him, you will follow and be frustrated. Did you read the story of the woman with the issue of blood? Men were thronging Jesus. That means the presence was choked, saturated. Everybody had access, but only one touched, only one insisted, only one placed demand. You receive mercy by asking for mercy. Some of us have not asked enough. Maybe there is something you're trusting, but those of us who only God is our hope. Every time we manage to see his tangibility, oh, we don't keep quiet. We don't keep quiet. Restore, restore, have mercy. And when you cry, then they decorate you with the things that only heaven can supply. That's when men look at you, speed come on your life, and they are wondering, how can you do this in 5 years? They look at you, honor come on your life, and they wonder, when did you start? They look at you, your supplies are limitless, and they wonder, what do you do? I trade in the presence. Paul said, my God supply all your needs according to his riches in glory. There are riches in glory. When the presence descends, those who know how to trade, they begin. And one of the way you trade is through desperation. You cry. Do we have men who want to cry for 1 minute? I don't know what you are looking for. We have worshipped, we have submitted, the presence has come. We can't walk out the same.